Can you really buy a plastic welder and save a bunch of money by fixing your old junk? Well, I've got one and I got 2 costly repairs to make. So I'm gonna keep a running tally to see if I'm saving any money or just wasting my damn time. And don't worry if you don't know what a plastic welder is or how to use it, because I'm gonna show you. First repair is gonna be on this dehumidifier I've got right here. My wife dropped the tank. You can see how this is all busted out. There's actually 3 pieces that are going to be going in here, and it's really thin. And the second repair is going to be part of this chainsaw. A few years ago, one of the guys off my tree crew, they broke the handle on the chain brake from one of these 250s. I just took it off. I had a spare I threw on there, but I was going through my shed the other day and I found this and I wanted to fix it. And before you hop in the comments and say, oh, just throw some JB Weld on there, I actually had another one years ago that I put JB Weld on and it broke instantly. And just so you know, I actually bought this plastic welder myself. I'm going to put a link for it in the description, but you can use any old plastic welder. You don't have to use the specific one that I have. Indicate you're going to get the welder, and this just plugs into your standard receptacle. Then depending on what kit you get, you're going to get bags full of these little metal pieces, and you can see they're different shapes and sizes, again, depending on what kit you get. The way the whole thing works, you take these little metal pieces and see how they have 2 tabs on them? Well, those tabs just slide right down inside your plastic welder like this. Then you squeeze the trigger, you got a light on the end. These get really hot really fast and it will actually melt plastic. And something that's really neat about this, you can take these metal pieces and you can bend them and you can get them to do all different kinds of shapes. It's all depending on whatever material that you're working with. Now, since the tank on this dehumidifier is pretty thin material, I'm going to use the thinnest ones that came in this kit. I actually decided to go with these ones because those other ones I would have to bend every single one. I'm going to start with this piece here, get this lined up, then we'll heat up our pin. Let it cool down for a second. We don't want to go all the way through. And you can see that is already holding that in place. On to the next one. Lining up this little piece is going to be fun. Then you just get a pair of side dikes or snippers and you cut all these little tabs off. Now you gotta watch out because these damn things are gonna be sharp. So I'm gonna take this Dremel and smooth these out. All right, let's see if it'll hold some water. Just kidding, I knew it was gonna leak, but I knew the plastic welder would make it strong enough I could hit it with some Flex Seal now. Gotta let that dry. Day 2, it's nice and dry. It's looking pretty good. I mean, that looks like something I would buy in a store, but let's go ahead and dump some water in here and let's see if it is in fact gonna hold. Look at that, it did. The only water that's on here is just from where I spilled it on the side. Let me go ahead and wipe the water off there. But yeah, it's not dripping, there's no leaks, so that actually held. So before the repair, we were negative $36.58. Let's see where we're at with the repair. I went online, but I could not find this specific dehumidifier. The average to buy a new one to replace it was like 35 to 45 bucks. So I figured let's go on the fair side. I'll say $35 if I had to replace this. So that would be a $35 savings. And with that savings, that puts us at negative $1.58. I can smell the savings coming soon, y'all. But don't forget, we still gotta fix the chainsaw handle. Now for the chainsaw chain brake piece, I am gonna use the bigger ones because they're gonna be taking a lot more force than that dehumidifier. I could have gone a little deeper with that one right there, but overall, that is really strong. Let's throw it on the saw and test it. Yeah, that's a win. I called a couple steel dealers to see how much it would be to replace this chain brake arm, and that was $36.24. So we saved $36.24. And before I give you the total savings, don't forget, we still have all those metal clips left from the plastic welder, and I only used used a little bit of Flex Seal, so we still have almost a full can. But the grand total savings is $34.66. Let me know in the comments if you think that's worth your time.